I said. We'll figure out the lights first. Then we decide if we're staying. No point freezing outside if it's just a stupid prank. We left the living room. As soon as we stepped into the hallway, the sound changed. In the living room, our footsteps had echoed faintly. Out here, it was like walking inside a throat. No echo, just soft, closed in with swallowing every noise. The kitchen was better, sort of. It was still old, still cold, but at least it looked like it had been part of an actual life at some point and not a photograph someone forgot to take down. Wooden cabinets, a sink under a small window, an old gas stove. A white fridge hummed in the corner, the only thing that sounded remotely alive. At least this works, Kirill said, patting the fridge like it was a dog. See? Functional. We're good. Lena opened a cabinet, then another, maybe just to hear something move. We unpacked our bags. Food, bottles, snacks, useless decorations we suddenly didn't feel like hanging. The normality of stacking plastic containers and arranging cheap champagne on the counter held us together for a while. Kirill bundled up and went outside to look for a meter or a main switch. The door closed behind him with a muffled thud that felt too final. I moved to the small kitchen window. The glass was cold under my fingers as I pushed aside the lace curtain. The forest outside was already dark, the sky a deep blue sinking toward black. Snow lay on the ground undisturbed, no other tracks except the ones we had made. Behind me, Lena opened drawers and Masha checked the cupboards for glasses. For a moment, it almost felt normal. Then something clicked in the distance. A very distinct, sharp, mechanical sound, somewhere inside the house. Not a floorboard, not settling wood. A switch. Lena straightened. Did you hear that? I turned from the window. Hear what? That. She pointed vaguely toward the hallway, like something turned on. Before I could answer, warm light spilled into the corridor. It wasn't harsh or fluorescent. It was soft, golden, the way light looks through curtains. It seeped under the kitchen doorway, moving like a slow tide. We looked at each other. Kirill, I called. No answer. Masha stepped toward the doorway, her eyes wide and bright. That's from the living room. Lena's hand found mine again. Her palm was damp despite the cold. Don't, she whispered. Just wait for him. We didn't have to wait long. The front door opened again a moment later and Kirill stamped snow off his boots in the hall. Power's dead out there, he said, walking toward the kitchen.